today is going to be a great day because Judd and I only really have a little bit of grocery shopping to do. So I'm going to make today a rest day for myself, which is pretty much a day to allow my body to recuperate from all of the past activities I've been doing. And these days are really important for people with chronic illnesses. We really need our rest days. And the past activities I've been doing are celebrating Judd's graduation from the Law Enforcement Academy, having a very productive doctor's appointments, 2 of them actually, and birthday celebrations for myself because I turned 21 on Wednesday. And I actually wearing some tights from birthday shopping I did, and they're actually kids tights, a size extra large, but they fit me and I'm happy about it. So all good there. And so this morning I've actually been going through my Instagram direct messages and answering some, and I just need to mention something because some of y'all are getting a little bit frustrated, a little impatient with me. The thing is, what you may not realize is I get over 150 messages a week between my account and Harlow's, and I do my best to keep up with them, but in reality, you know, I not to sound harsh, but I have a life too, and my life is kind of crazy between trying to maintain my health, doctor's appointments, medications, breathing treatments, training my service dog, and just wanting to spend time with Judd and maintaining the house. You know, I don't really have a whole lot of time to just sit and answer messages because when I'm resting, I don't really want to be on my phone going through things. So I'm sorry. I do really appreciate y'all coming to me. I'm actually honored that some of y'all are coming to me with your concerns and questions, and so I will always reply. It just may not be as fast as I'd like or you'd like. So if you're waiting on me to answer a question for you, check out my YouTube channel because there I have training tutorials for your dogs. I have a video called Service Dog 101 where I give out info about service dog laws, who can get a service dog, how to get one, you know, how I train Harlow. I answer a lot of frequently asked questions I get in that video. And then, of course, watching my vlogs, as you're watching now, y'all will know I give out a lot more info on my vlogs than I do on Instagram, just because it's easier to do so here because I can talk to y'all. And also, if you're commenting on my Instagram posts, I usually am able to read all of them, but I get over 1,000 a week between Harlow's account and mine, so replying to questions on there is actually kind of an overwhelming job, and it's just really hard to do so. So if you do have a specific question that you're not finding the answer to on my YouTube channel or Instagram, direct message me and just be patient and I will get back to you. Like I said, so honored y'all are coming to me with your concerns and such. I really do appreciate the connection we're making through social media. I think it's incredible, but just got to be patient. So that's what I wanted to say this morning. I am going to work on getting through quite a bit of them today because like I said, it's a rest day, but I'm also going to rest. So anyways, I'm a little bit hungry for once in my life. So I'm going to go get some breakfast, feed the Harlow, and go see if Judd's awake. Harlow, speak! Harlow, speak! Good girl! So I love having a quiet dog. You know, she doesn't make a peep in public. She doesn't bark at the door. It's great for me because barking dogs is one of my biggest triggers for my sensory processing disorder. If you want to learn more about my SPD, there's a link in the description of this video to another video I made called All About My Autism. I go into detail about it there. But anyways, the issue is I'm trying to train her to speak on command with this hand signal because when I'm out in public, if I go down due to anaphylaxis, I'm unable to talk because I can't breathe. And I want her to be able to bark to attract attention to her and us, and then people will come help me. And somebody asked, aren't service dogs not allowed to bark in public? No, they shouldn't bark in public because it's disruptive, but if they're doing a task and to help save my life, that's totally fine. So the only time I can get her worked up enough to bark is during breakfast and dinner, so that's when we practice her speak on command. Oh, can't finish my food, gave half the sandwich to Judd. You know what that means. Means the steroids are wearing off and I'm getting back to my low appetite. I was pretty much on steroids all of 2017 so far for my allergies and asthma, and I got a steroid shot about 2 weeks ago and it's probably worn off by now, so my appetite. That means I get to finish all your food! Pretty much, hopefully. Because of the steroids, I've been able to reach my goal weight of around 117, 120, which is awesome, but now that I'm not on them anymore, I'm kind of worried to see where my weight's gonna go because I have issues with maintaining weight. No, I cannot just stay on steroids for the rest of my life because they are super detrimental to your body, so we will see where this goes. I'm just gonna do my best to eat as much as I can. I was debating showing this because it is a little bit embarrassing, but it's part of chronic illness, medical testing, not always glamorous. So I have suspected mast cell activation disorder, which is where your body's mast cells overreact, produce a lot of histamine, and cause a lot of severe allergy issues like what I'm experiencing. One of the tests for it is the 24-hour urine collection, and then they test the histamine levels in that. And so this is my jug. I have two. The other one has a chemical in it, and for the next 2 days I will be collecting my urine in it. No, I don't take it out of the house with me. I just make sure I pee before I leave the house.
But guess where we store it?
Oh my god.
This is the worst part about this test.
I wasn't gonna tell them that.
We store it in the fridge. Not only is this the only place where we can store it, but it's gonna be next to my beer and her cake. But more importantly, my beer. I am not happy about this and how this is the third time we've had to do this test.
Yeah, the first 2 times I've had elevated histamine, but since my allergist is kind of like scrambling with how to help me, she's like, let's do it again. I have no idea why. Plus now I'm on histamine blockers, which is going to affect this test, so this one isn't even really going to be legitimate. And I'm sure when I see the mast cell specialist in Gainesville, she's going to say the third test wasn't legitimate, but she can use the first 2 where I wasn't on any allergy medication. And both times, even though I was on a low histamine diet, I still had elevated histamine. So that's very indicative of mast cell activation disorder. But I'm going to please my doctor because that's what you got to do sometimes. Well, we're out to go grocery shopping, and we're actually changing it up. On my birthday celebration, one of the date nights we did for that, we went to an Amish market to get sandwiches, and we also got a chocolate chip cookie there, and it was amazing. And I've been wanting to go back, so we're going to go get our groceries from the Amish market that Judd discovered. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
So excited for that. Thank God my dog has body awareness skills because this place is crazy busy. Everything here is really fresh and really inexpensive though, so I'm not complaining. The cookies! Yeah, they're just in a pack instead of selling one by one like I got last time. Those look good too. So we got our groceries from the market, got some steaks for a steak dinner tonight.
They're huge.
Yeah, they're really big. Okay, so at the back of the store where they have the meat section, there was just a lot of noise and people and a lot of bright signs, so I started getting sensory overload issues, but I made myself stay there and work through my coping mechanisms, which I was counting on my fingers and looking down at the floor where there wasn't as much stimulus and petting Harlow. And all of that really helped ground myself and come out of it, and then Judd said I did a good job and got me a cookie.
Yeah.
So I got a chocolate chip cookie out of that. So that is one awesome accomplishment. I'm going to report to my OT, my occupational therapist, on Monday. So I'm really proud of that. And now we're just making a quick stop at Bed Bath & Beyond because I have to get something for my hospital go bag. So we're here in Bed Bath & Beyond, and I just had an asthma attack from a really strong scent. It's like a perfume or a candle. Those don't usually set me off, but I guess that one had something in it. I actually had to get the spacer out of my backpack and use it, and then I was able to time my breathing right to inhale that, thankfully. Now I'm worn out. I'm just sitting down. Judd went to check out while I rest here, then he's going to come back and get me, and we're going to get back in the car and head home. Harlow's been a very good help here, gave me lots of kisses and is just kind of waiting on me here patiently like a good service dog. Hey y'all, well, it's about 3 or 4 hours after the Bed Bath & Beyond trip, and I actually ended up having an allergic reaction, and I will explain to y'all the series of events that unfolded there. So let me get up here out of bed. So basically what happened is Judd and I walked by a scent display in Bed Bath & Beyond that set me into a really bad asthma attack, and I needed to use my spacer, which is this device. I put my inhaler here, administer it, and it helps me inhale the medication easier. This helped a lot, but I was still feeling winded, chest pains, and weak, so I sat in a corner of the store to recuperate. I was obviously getting better, so Judd felt comfortable going to check out, and then he was going to come back, find me, and help me to the car. But while he was gone, Harlow was doing some weird stuff. Usually if I'm sitting on the floor trying to regain myself, she'll just lay her head in my lap and rest with me, but this time she was in my face, licking me and nudging me with her head, and what she was actually doing is alerting to the impending allergic reaction I was about to have about 10 minutes after the asthma attack. And Harlow doesn't consistently alert to these allergic reactions. They're new in my life. I've only been having them about 2 or 3 months, and I think the more I have them and the more she's exposed to them, the more consistent her alerts will get, but it's hard to tell. Anyways, she gave me the alert, and then also she responded to it. So an alert is when she tells me about it prior to symptoms, and a response is when she responds to a behavior during the reaction. And what I've been training her to do is when I'm scratching myself at my rashes, which is one of the first signs my reactions has started. I don't usually know because I'm confused and I get brain fog. So I want her to nose bump me and make me aware that I'm scratching, and that's exactly what she did. I was able to tell I started a reaction earlier than usual because of Harlow. Called Judd, he came, administered my emergency IV Benadryl into my port here, stopped the reaction, good to go. Of course, I was extremely exhausted. I mean, asthma attack and then allergic reaction and then IV Benadryl. Oh my gosh, talk about exhausted. Came home, did a breathing treatment, and then I knocked out for 2 hours. Just slept hard, trying to let my body recuperate. So what was supposed to be a rest day turned into a double whammy attack, and then so exhausted, literally can't do a single thing day. But I'm thankful to have an amazing dog help me through this, and my incredible boyfriend, of course. So like I say sometimes on Instagram, I may have had to slow down, but I'm going to keep moving forward, and thankfully I don't have to leave the house for anything else today or tomorrow. What do you think of the steak, babe? The Amish steak.
I don't know, they look pretty big.
It is huge. Mine is marinating in the bag there.
And it's also pretty big.
There's no way I'll eat all that. I'm going to have leftovers.
Yeah, you will.
So the hydration backpack I ordered for my infusion days came in. I'm going to go get my pump and supplies to see if it'll all fit. Unfortunately, this bag is too small. So where the tubing comes out and everything, you got to put it in this slit pocket in the back. And as you can see, I can't even close it because it needs to hold, bless you, 1 liter and my pump. And when those are in there, it's pretty uncomfortable here anyways. And the whole point of me getting another bag was so it can hold both liters for longer trips. I already have a bag to hold just 1 liter. So we're going to return this, and I have another idea. There was one more bag I wanted to try, so oh well. Also, it's not as pink as I thought it was going to be.
Oh my god.
So this is a High Sierra Propel pack. Unfortunately, it just wasn't big enough for what I need. Maybe y'all would like it for your infusion stuff, but I'm going to return it, and there's a link in the description of this video to the backpack I'm going to try next. Again, I don't know if the backpack I'm trying next is any good, but y'all can check out what I'm checking out. Judd's getting the grill ready for some awesome steaks.
Hopefully I don't burn them. They're pretty thick.
It's a pretty nice view. Feel pretty blessed to be living here. It's really nice.
Oh, the hippo. She helped me so much today. You were so good. You're so good.
Well, I'm just out here enjoying the awesome weather, which is really nice and crisp today, but I'm starting to get tired again, so I'm gonna go inside and continue resting. Thank you so much for joining us today. Got to see what it's like to be chronically ill and deal with an asthma attack and then an allergic reaction, but to have awesome support like an incredible boyfriend and a clever service pup. So thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed our adventure today.